Okay, now it's working. Now it's working. All right, you guys, welcome to class. Sorry about the delay. There were some technical problems with the Verbling website. Me being able to access the class, I was not able to do so until now. So we should be up and running. Very good. Good to have you guys here. We're going to be practicing our reading here. Our first story is this one here in the Verbling chat box. And let's see who we have in class so far. Hi there, Hogan. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. And how are you? This is Saturday. I'm enjoying it right now.
Good, great. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Thank you. Hi there, Heidi. How are you?
Hello, nice to see you again.
Good to see you as well. Let's see. We also have Anna. Hi, Anna. How are you?
Hi, teacher. So far, so good. Thank you for asking.
Good. All right. How about Amparo? Hi, Amparo. How are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
Good. I'm doing great. Thank you. Good to see you. Ahmed, how are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Good to have you here.
Yeah.
Okay. Julieta, how are you? Hello, Julieta. Nope, not yet. How about Marcus? Hi, Marcus. How are you?
I'm fine, Shadi. And you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Good to have you here. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and get rolling. This is our first story. Okay, and we're going to start off. Let's start off with Ahmed.
Okay.
And Ahmed, let's have you read from Maggie pulled, okay, down to could do together, please.
Okay. Maggie pulled her red hat over her head as she stepped into the cold. Her brother, Jamie, had taken Maggie to her favorite dinner after school to get a cup of hot chocolate as they sipped their warm treats. Maggie told Jamie about her homework. Her teacher had asked Maggie class to brainstorm community service project the class could do together.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the BR sound. Okay, so here you're rolling your R's a bit too much. You're saying brainstorm. Okay, so control your tongue as you go through here. Okay, it's going to be brainstorm.
Okay, brainstorm.
Okay, much better. All right, so you can definitely do it. Okay, let's try it in the sentence. Maggie's class, so let's try this. So Maggie's class to brainstorm community service projects. Focus on your R's.
Okay. Maggie's class to brainstorm community service projects.
Okay, good. There you go. Okay, so the whole time you were reading, you were not focusing on your R sounds at all, and you can definitely pronounce them well. Okay, so when you read and when you speak, you've got to focus on them. Okay, because that's when your accent comes out very thick, and that was the only thing that I was actually hearing the whole time. Okay, so let's try this one here. This is, instead of asked, the word is asked. Asked.
Asked.
Okay, good. So her teacher had asked Maggie's class.
Her teacher had asked Maggie's class.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word warm right here instead of warm. Okay, control your tongue. It's warm.
Warm. Okay.
Good. So they sipped their warm treats. Try that.
They sipped their warm treats.
Okay, good. Now with treats, okay, this is going to be a T. The TR is going to be a CHR sound. Okay, so this is treats instead of treats. Treats. Try that.
Okay, treats.
There you go. So they sipped their warm treats.
They sipped their warm treats.
Okay, one more time. Instead of der, it's their. Give me a good R there. Their warm treats.
Their warm treats.
Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, let's go to the word her in red. Okay, so instead of here, it's her red. Okay, her red.
Her red.
Good. So Maggie pulled her red hat over her head. Focus on those R's.
Okay. Maggie pulled her red hat over her head.
There you go. Good job. Good job. Okay, thank you very much, Ahmed.
Thank you.
Amparo, let's have you continue from when it started. Okay, and read down to here where it says sidewalk, please.
When it started to get dark outside, they headed back home. Yuck, he thought, no, she thought, as her rain boot landed in a big puddle of slush. January was not her favorite month in New York City. It was cold and wet, and she could hardly play outside. She dreamed of her warm bed as a cold wind whipped past her. The block was empty. The two were the only pair walking down the snowy sidewalk.
Okay, very good. Okay, so right here, open up your mouth nice and wide. So it's walking instead of wooking, walking.
Walking down.
Good. So the only pair walking down the snowy sidewalk.
The only pair walking down the snowy sidewalk.
Okay, good. Next up is play outside. So here you added a D sound, saying played outside. Okay, so let's end with the A sound. Okay, so she could hardly play outside.
She could hardly play outside.
Good. One more time. She could hardly play outside.
She could hardly play outside.
Oh, instead of played out, play out. Play outside. One more time.
Outside.
Good.
She could
good.
hardly play outside.
Good. Okay. Next up, we have rain boot. Okay, so let's connect these sounds here, and don't push as much on that boot. Okay, saying boot. Okay, less pressure. Boot. Okay, so as her rain boot landed in a big puddle.
Rain boot landed in a big puddle.
Okay, rain boot landed. So connect these sounds. As her rain boot landed in a big puddle.
As her rain boot landed in a big puddle.
There you go, much better. Next up is started. Right here instead of started. Okay, give me a good R here. Started.
Started.
Good. When it started to get dark outside.
When it started to get dark outside.
Okay, good. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next up is... Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Anna? Anna, please read from well, at least. Okay, and read down to movement any... Let's see, is that for? Yeah, movement anymore, please.
Well, at least that's what Maggie thought. All of a sudden, out of the corner of her eye, she saw something move. Maggie stopped in her tracks. She looked towards the source of the movement in curiosity. A bundle of blankets was piled on top of several cardboard pieces that had been placed over the sidewalk. Maggie stepped closer. She didn't see any movement anymore.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word stepped right here. So instead of saying stepped, take off the sound. The word is stepped.
Stepped.
Good. So Maggie stepped closer.
Maggie stepped closer.
Instead of closer, it's close. Closer. Maggie stepped closer.
Maggie stepped closer.
Okay, so here you're saying close with the Z sound. Instead of close, it's close. Closer.
Okay, closer.
Good, just like that. Okay. Next up we have piled. Give me an L sound here instead of piled. It's piled.
Okay. Piled.
There you go. So, was piled on top of several cardboard pieces.
Was piled on top of several cardboard pieces.
Good. Right here, instead of curiosity, it's cure. Give me a good R. It's curiosity.
Okay. Curiosity.
One more time. Curiosity.
Curiosity.
Give me an E sound at the end. You're saying curiosity. It's curiosity.
Curiosity.
Okay, good. Next up is she looked toward the source. She looked toward the source.
She looked towards the source.
One more time. She looked towards the source.
She looked towards the source.
Okay, good. Next up is the name Maggie. Pronounce that E at the end. Maggie instead of Meggie. It's Maggie.
Maggie.
One more time. Maggie.
Maggie.
Good. Next up is at least. At least that's what. At least that's what. Try that.
At least that's. Sorry. At least that's what.
One more time. At least that's what.
At least that's what.
Good. And your last word here is the word well. Instead of well, well. Pronounce an L.
Well.
Good. One more time. Well.
Well.
Good job. All right. Thank you. Okay. Let's go to Heidi.
Yes.
All right. Heidi, please read from But Then. Okay. And let's see here. Let's have you read down to help a fellow out, please.
But then, out of the blanket emerged a man. He wore an old ragged jacket. It looked like one Maggie had seen in movies, the kind that soldiers wear. There were holes in the elbows. On his hands, he wore dirty black gloves, and the fabric for the thumb on the right hand and had been torn off. "Hello," Maggie said, wishing she had more blankets for him.
Okay, onto the next page.
"Well, hello. Could you help a fellow out?"
Okay, all right, good. All right, let's take a look here. Okay, fellow. Okay, give me a nice hard L sound here. Fellow.
"Fellow."
Could you help a fellow out?
"Could you help a fellow out?"
Okay, give me a good sound here instead of could. Could. Could you help a fellow out?
"Could you help a fellow out?"
There you go. Good. Okay, next up. Okay, let's try hello.
"Hello."
Good. Nice and hard with that L. Hello.
"Hello."
Okay, good. Let's go here to the word on instead of un. Okay, open up your mouth nice and wide. On. Good. So, for the thumb on the right hand.
For the thumb on the right hand.
One more time. For the thumb on the right hand.
For the thumb on the For the thumb on the right hand.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's try this. That soldiers wear. So add that L in there. That soldiers wear.
That soldiers wear.
Good job. Okay, let's try this one. This is our last one here. So ragged. Okay, so let's go over that one more time. So he wore an old ragged jacket.
He wore an old ragged jacket.
Good. One more time. He wore an old ragged jacket.
Wore an old ragged jacket.
Good job. Okay, nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okie doke. Let's go to Hogan.
Yes.
All right. Let's see here. Have you read from he replied? And this. Okay, Hogan, let's have you read down to, I think, about here. So for them out there, right to this comma, please.
Okay. He replied in a deep voice. Oh, I don't have anything, Maggie said as she felt around her pockets. Jamie pulled out a dollar bill from his wallet and placed it in a man's hands. Thank you so much, he said. Maggie and Jamie smiled at him and kept on walking. Once they arrived home, Maggie told her dad about the man on the street. He was busy preparing dinner. It's really hard for them out there.
Okay, very good. Let's go to told her. Yeah, so you want to drop the H, okay, but give me a hard D sound. Told her. Maggie told her dad.
Maggie told her dad.
There you go. Maggie told her dad. One more time.
Maggie told her dad.
Okay, good. Let's go to the word man's instead of main's hands. Man's. Placed it in the man's hands.
Placed it in the man's hands.
Good job. Good. Next up is the word pulled. Instead of pulled, it's pull. Pulled.
Pulled.
There you go. That's better. One more time. Pulled.
Pulled.
Good. So Jamie pulled out a dollar bill.
Jamie pulled out a dollar bill.
Okay, instead of dollar, dollar. Give me an sound there.
Dollar.
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 Good.
Dollar.
So watch that. You don't want to say dollar, but dollar. Add the R sound at the end. You need that R vowel. Okay, so Jamie pulled out a dollar bill.
Jamie pulled out a dollar bill.
Okay, dollar sounds good. Let's go back to pulled. Instead of pulled, okay, open your mouth a little bit more. Jamie pulled out a dollar bill.
Jamie pulled out a dollar bill.
Okay, that's better. Pulled is sounding better. Dollar is sounding better. You're having that R is coming out just a bit better there. Okay, good. All right, and the last one I have for you is he replied instead of here. Okay, he replied. Give me a good R. He replied. He replied in a deep voice.
He replied a deep voice.
Instead of he replied, give me a good R here. He replied in a deep voice.
He replied a deep voice.
Okay, add those two words. He replied in a deep voice.
He replied in a deep voice.
Good, much better. Nice job, Hogan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next up is Marcus. Okay, Marcus, let's have you continue. Let's see here. Yeah, let's have you read down to, so from especially during down to service project, please.
Okay. Especially during the winter months, the homeless shelters in the city don't have enough room for everyone. He told her that went back to cooking, but Maggie couldn't stop thinking about the man. During dinner, she remained quiet and thought about what she could do to help those without a home. She figured in a role would be perfect for her class community service project.
Okay, very good. Let's go to these two words here. So make that E jump out at the very end. So Portuguese speakers have a problem with the E sound at the end, and then keeping that E silent. So instead of service, it's service, and then instead of community, it's community. So it's community service.
Community service.
Good. One more time. Community service.
Community service.
Good job. Okay, let's go to the word figured. Instead of figured, this E is silent. Figured.
Figured.
Not figured. The E is silent. It's figured. Figured.
Figured.
There you go. One more time. Figured.
Figured.
Good. She figured it would be perfect.
She figured it will be project.
Perfect. One more time. So this word is would. Right here, that's would instead of would. Okay, the L is silent. She figured it would be perfect.
She figured it will be perfect.
Okay, much better. All right, let's go to the word those. Use your tongue and your teeth. It's those.
Those.
Good
Those.
job. Good job. Good. Okay. Next up is the word remained. Right here, instead of remained, okay, give me an R. Remained.
Remained.
Long A sound. Instead of remand, it's remained. Remained.
Remained.
There you go. Okay, so she remained quiet.
She remained quiet.
One more time. Remained. She remained quiet.
She remained quiet.
Good. Next up is couldn't. Right here. Instead of coulde, okay, it's couldn't. The L is silent. Couldn't.
Couldn't.
Good. So Maggie couldn't stop thinking.
So Maggie couldn't stop thinking.
There you go. Let's go to shelters in the city. So this is an SH and this is an S. Shelters in the city.
Shelters in the city.
Okay, very good. And your last word is the word months. So when we pronounce this word, the TH does not matter. Okay? The way that we say it is like so, months.
Months.
Nope, no TH. No, don't pronounce an F or anything. Okay? So it's M-U-N-S. Months. Months.
Months.
Yep, just like that. No TH. Don't pronounce the TH.
Months. Months.
Just like that. Perfect. Months.
Months.
Yeah, don't pronounce an F, don't pronounce a TH or anything. Only an N and an S. Okay?
Okay.
Good. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Hi, Sylvia. How are you?
Hi, thank you. Really well, thanks.
Good, good. Nice to see you again. All right. Okay, so Sylvia, let's have you read from once she finished and read down to here where it says around that number, please.
Okay. Once she finished eating, she rushed to the computer to do some research. She found the annual homeless assessment report to Congress that had been published by the US government in January 2013. It said that 610,042 Americans were homeless on any given night. That meant 1 in 514 people. Maggie could hardly wrap her head around that number.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word wrap. Right here, instead of rup, it's wrap.
Wrap.
Good. So Maggie could hardly wrap her head.
Maggie could hardly wrap her head.
Good. Now the word could, this L is silent. We don't pronounce it. So instead of saying could, okay, it's could. No L. Maggie could hardly wrap her head.
Maggie could hardly wrap her head.
There you go. Much better. Good. Let's go to this word here. The word is meant instead of meant. Okay? Meant.
Meant.
Good. So that meant 1 in 514 people.
That meant 1 in 514 people.
Good job. Next up, we have the word. Okay, so this number, let's go over this number one more time. So this is 600,000. Okay, oh, sorry, 610,042.
Okay, 610,042.
There you go. One more time. 610,042.
610,042.
Good job. Here, with 13, instead of saying tirtin, it's 13. 2013.
2013.
13.
13.
Okay, almost control your tongue on that R instead of saying 13.
13.
Okay, you're almost there. Your vowel sounds good, but you're still rolling the R. Okay, so one more time. Let's try this. We're going to say 13.
13.
Okay, good. Now, after that R, your R is sounding better. Get to the T. Here you're saying the. Instead of the, it's T. 13.
13.
Almost. Give me a T. So it's T.
T.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. 13.
13.
Ooh, almost. Almost. Yeah, you can pronounce the T. It's just when it's after that R, it becomes a little complicated for you. Okay, so that would be a good combination to practice, the R to the T sound. Okay. Let's go to two more for you. Okay, this word here is government. Government. Watch the R sound here.
Government.
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 Okay, good. And last one here, instead of report, this word is pronounced report. The stress is on the end. Report.
Report.
Good. All right, nice job, Sylvia. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see here. Let's go to Ksenia. Hi, Ksenia. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you.
Very nice. Good. Let's have you read from She Tried to Look. Okay, here. And come down to here where it says walk toward her, please. Right to the comma.
Okay. She tried to look up different homeless shelters around New York City. She clicked on a link. The Bowery Mission are rebuilding lives since 1879. Maggie read aloud. The Bowery Mission is an organization that provides meals, shelter, and services to the underserved population. Jamie, she called out, I found something that we can do. As he started to walk toward her.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word the right here. Instead of saying the underserved, it's going to be the. Use your tongue and your teeth. The underserved population.
The underserved population.
One more time. And services, so let's try it from here. And services to the underserved population.
And services to the underserved population.
Good job. Let's go to the word rebuilding lives right here. So rebuilding lives since 1879.
Rebuilding lives since 1879.
18. Make sure you get that in there with the N. 1879.
1879.
Good job. Next up is clicked. Okay, instead of clicked, okay, it's she clicked on a link.
She clicked on a link.
One more time. Clicked. She clicked on a link.
She clicked on a link.
Good job. And last word for you is homeless. Instead of homeless, it's homeless.
Homeless.
Okay, one more time. Get that O sound. You're saying hum. Instead of it's om. Home.
Homeless.
There you go. So, to look up different homeless shelters.
To look up different homeless shelters.
Almost. You're saying home. Okay, so when you're saying that, you're starting off with a wide mouth. Okay, you're starting out wide like this. You're saying ah. Okay, if my camera works here, good. All right, so you're starting off like this. You're saying harmless instead of ho. So you need to go to an O sound. So it's home instead of hum. Homeless shelter.
Homeless shelter.
There you go. One more time. Homeless shelter.
Homeless shelter.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you, Ksenia.
Thank you.
All right, and Ken, how you doing, Ken?
Yeah, yes, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Ken, let's have you read. So to here. She exactly excitedly, sorry. Three. Let's have you read down to tell her teacher the next day, please.
Okay, she excitedly told him about the volunteer opportunities at the Bowery Mission. They could sign up to serve meals to the homeless. Last year, the volunteers were able to provide more than 382 for I'm not sure number 400
382,400. So 382,400.
382,400 meals to the homeless in New York City, Maggie said, pointing to the computer screen. She looked up information on how to volunteer to her teacher the next day.
Okay, very good. Okay, so let's try this here. This is volunteer. The stress is at the very beginning. Instead of volun, it's volunteer.
Volunteer.
Good. So to volunteer to tell her teacher the next day.
To volunteer to tell her teacher the next day.
Very good. Next up is the word Bowery right here. The word is Bowery.
Bowery.
Good. So Bowery Mission.
Bowery Mission.
Okay. And instead of she excitedly, she. Give me an SH sound. She excitedly.
She excitedly.
Good. And let's try this word one last time here. So, or this number, it's 382,400.
382,400.
Good job. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Next day. Yeah, that's the end of that story. Okay. Let's go to Ahmed.
Okay.
Okay, Ahmed, let's have you finish up our story here. Okay, reading from they could down to on the street, please.
They could help prepare meals, serve them, and clean up afterward. And the next time Maggie walked down the block, she packed a granola bar and a banana to give the man she would seen on the street.
Okay, all right, good. So let's try that last word. Instead of street, it's street.
Street.
Good job, good. So it's on the street.
On the street.
Okay, one more. Let's get a good R there. Street. On the street.
On the street.
Good. Right here, instead of she would seen, okay, if you see the past participle after a word that's in this form, okay, it's not going to be would. It is had. Okay. So in any form we want to pronounce it, in the contracted form. So it's going to be she'd seen on the street.
She'd seen on the street.
Okay, good. Let's go to the word granola. Instead of granola, it's granola bar.
Granola bar.
Okay, watch their R's. Granola bar.
Granola bar.
Okay, all right, good. And your last word here is the word serve. Serve them.
Serve them.
Watch your R instead of serve. Serve. Push your tongue down. Serve them.
Serve them.
There you go. Good. Yeah. So this time around, Ahmed, your R's were much better. You had much better concentration on your R's. It sounded very good.
Okay.
Okay. Nice job. Thank you. Okay. So we've got a couple of minutes left. Amparo, let's go to you. But we're just going to come up here, and I'll have you read these two lines here, probably to finish off. So from as he started down to computer screen, please.
As he started to walk toward her, she excitedly told him about the volunteer opportunities at the Bowery Mission. They could sign up to serve meals to the homeless. Last year,
كلمت
volunteers were able to provide more than 382,400 meals to the homeless in New York City. Maggie said, pointing to the computer screen.
Okay, good. So here instead of Maggie, this is going to be Maggie.
Maggie.
Good. Okay. Now here, make sure to pronounce that K instead of New York City. It's New York. New York City.
New York City.
Yeah, so it's kind of like it's an X in between them. New York City.
New York City.
Good, good. All right. And the last one here for you is just this name. It's a tricky one. Okay, so this is Bowery, the Bowery Mission.
The Bowery Mission.
Okay, instead of mission, the Bowery Mission.
The Bowery Mission.
Okay, now give me a B instead of
Bowery.
Vow, okay?
Bowery.
Bow, B larga, right? So the Bowery Mission.
The Bowery Mission.
Okay, good, good. All right. Okay, you guys, thank you very much for coming in. I apologize for the technical problems at the beginning with the Verbling site. It's the second time that it's happened to me where I haven't been able to access the class, but we got it fixed. The last time they weren't able to get it fixed, and yeah, it's just the way it was. So thanks for coming in. It was great having you here. Okay, we'll see you guys. Take care.
Take care. See you.
All right,
Bye.
bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.